Hello everyone. Today we are rebuilding a Sony E-mount lens that was dropped while it was attached to the camera. It's a 28 to 135. It received damage to the front lens portion, and the rear E-mount has been sheared completely off, so we're going to have to do some rework on that and then reinstall the rear part. The first thing we're going to do is remove the damaged components off the front. And luckily the front part is a very simple ring assembly that just has 3 retaining screws. And once you remove the old broken components and screws, we can install the new front. Alright, those parts are out. And now I'll fit the new parts onto it, and we'll reassemble that real quick on the front end. Alright, we've got the old parts off the lens front. We're going to install the new lens front element. Before we do that, let's use a lens cloth here to clean it up a little bit. There we go, now we got a clean lens. Here. There we go. Fits in, keys in one way. And you just need to install your screws. 3 screws hold it in. And front half of the lens is now repaired. We need to take the parts off the old lens front. There's a threaded ring. Comes out of there. And that's the damaged one, as you can see. Put the gasket in first. And there you go. Now the front half of the lens is like new. Next thing we're going to do is remove the rear lens circuit board. This housing just takes out 3 screws that comes out. I'm going to remove those, and then we're going to do some repair on the back side before we reinstall the E-mount ring. Okay, at this point I have removed the circuit board that drives the camera, and the keepers here, the connectors, are release types where you have to pull up on the little tab on 3 of them, and then you carefully pull out the connectors. These gray ones here, you just gently pull the connector from the side and it will come out, and then the board is safely out of the way. And that's how you do that. Make sure you do that very gently. Those will come out and that'll come out of the way. Now I've taken the outer shroud loose so I can work on the camera, and take out the 3 screws here on the side. And that comes out. Put that aside for now. Now, this lens has been damaged. If you look at the E-mount assembly, the screw bosses have been sheared off. They broke off from the inside of the lens frame assembly. I'm going to pull those screw bosses loose from those screws. I'm going to rebond them in each of their respective corners, and then I'm going to re-drill and tap the holes to take a new machine screw where there is fresh plastic, and that's going to give it a really nice grip. It'll probably even be stronger than the original, because all these are gripping into was the plastic bosses. This is going to go down into the actual framework of the lens. When it's done, it'll be a really intact lens, good for many more years of operation. So I'm going to bond those bosses in place, and then we're going to re-drill some holes, and you'll see how that all goes together. Alright, now that I've got the lens prepared, I'm going to pre-drill all 4 of the holes so we can tap the 2 screws in, and we'll just show you that real quickly, and then we'll start reattaching the old bosses in there and rethread the screws in, and everything will be just like new. Okay, now at this point I have pre-fitted all 4 of the broken screw bosses in each of their location, and I'm going to pull them off one at a time now that they're fitted and put some ultraviolet cement on them and then bond them so they will be held in place properly. And there, now we bounded all the bosses in place, ready to install the plate and drill the screws. Alright, now we're going to reinstall the circuit board and then install the back plate. And there it is. Lens repaired. Rear side damage repaired. Front side damage repaired. Considerably less than a new lens. About a quarter of the cost. Thanks for watching. Watch for our next video.